I begged my boyfriend to let me drive his classic car, which he had refurbished with his father. He begrudgingly agreed, but unfortunately, I had an accident and the car was totaled. I think I may have lost my boyfriend. My boyfriend is 27 and I am 26, and we are together for 5 years. He and his dad refurbished an old-school Pontiac GTO over the course of about 12 years. It was their bonding project, and they both sunk a ton of money and time into it. Flash forward to a week ago, I was begging him to take it for a drive for a few minutes, and he begrudgingly accepted and pleaded with me to be careful. So, I get to a relatively dead part of town, and I'm going about 60, and as I get to an intersection, apparently someone had the same idea as me flying down his street perpendicular to me. So, I brake and swerve into a tree. I'm fine, but the Pontiac front end was destroyed, and I'm pretty sure the axles and tires are F. I was crying thinking about what my boyfriend was going to do when he found out. The police arrive, and so does he. He runs up to me to ask am I okay, and in the middle of my incoherent, crying babble I say yes. He takes one look at the car and drops to his knees and pukes. At this point he is pacing and crying with his hands on his head. I feel lower than dirt at this moment, and he sees, so he wipes his tears and says, I'm glad you are okay, sweetheart, but I'm going to need some time away. I still love you, but I have to go away for a while, kisses my forehead and leaves. I'm panicking because I know I killed the one thing that saved he and his dad's relationship, and also was his reason to exist since he is a mechanic by trade. I left countless voicemails and texts asking what I can do to make it better, but his phone is off right now. I called his dad, and they keep in constant communication, and he informed me to not beat myself up, and boyfriend is trying to deal with this his own way. Reddit, please help me. Best comments. Stop calling him, give him space. You majorly F up, there is no way for you to magically make this better. If he's going to forgive you, he's probably going to need time, not you hounding him. There is no coming back from this. I had a muscle car. I broke the taillight and getting another cost $1,000, and I swear it took forever. Actually, I'm not sure we ever fixed it. It might still be broken in my dad's garage. It was one of my biggest F-ups. He asked you to be careful, and you completely disregarded his wishes and ruined his prized possession. If he ever forgives you, he's a bigger person than most. Give him space and do what you can to pay him back. You totaled the car and your relationship. It was very selfish of you to behave the way you did. You were careless and stupid. This shouldn't be about if he forgives you or ends the relationship. You can't just wish this all away or play the victim by crying that you wished you died. This really should be about how the F you are going to replace a piece of property you effing demolished. That's on you. Update number 1. I know the right thing to do is pay for the damage, but it was quoted at about $10,000 more or less, and I just don't have the money, but I will do what I can to at least pay what I can back. Update number 2. Guys, I get how stupid I was blowing through the intersection on adrenaline. And I honestly wish I would have just died in the accident and the car was fine, but this post is about what I can do to not lose the greatest man I have ever met. Update number 3. I am reading everyone's responses, and the overarching theme is stop calling and own up to the fact I have no regard for others' wishes. I have stopped calling and have taken this character flaw to heart. Update number 4. 3 days after the first post. Thank you to everyone who took the time to advise me in my last post. It was very harsh, but it was all eye-opening. Boyfriend called back and said he loves me, but he felt betrayed by what I did and can't think of a scenario where he can honestly stay with me, so he broke it off and wants money for the repairs. I apologized profusely about what I did and said I hope he is able to save it. I will be bumping my hours to full-time and taking a loan out to repay him. I was crying the whole time because I knew I caused this. Many of you said I don't deserve to be behind a wheel without some type of therapy, and I can honestly see why, because what I did was irresponsible and foolish. So I will be taking the bus until I can afford therapy, but until then I have signed up for driving classes. I'm sorry if I angered anyone in my last post, but I'm trying to make this better. Edit number 1. Boyfriend texted me that he still wants to keep in touch and talk this out eventually since he talked to his dad and sees how I'm trying to handle the situation. We can try to make this work in the future, but for now he wants to be alone. I call it a small victory, even though it might not work out. Thank you all in this post and the last for your help. Best comments. Can't really blame the guy on this one. I won't harp on the whole, you willfully went against his wishes by being irresponsible with his prized possession. Note, because you obviously got enough of that in the other thread. But I will say that it is a good thing that you seem to be owning up to your responsibility in this matter. You absolutely need to pay him back, not because it will get your ex back, it won't, but because it is the right thing and the adult thing to do. I don't blame him either, as someone else said he could have brought me up on charges, but didn't. The last thread made me tear up a little reading the comments, but honestly I needed it. It helps having an objective view sometimes.